Hi there. In this lecture, we are going to look on the topic that is audience analysis. Audience analysis is very important in exploring the categories of audience. What is audience analysis? 3 ways to analyze audience. And the fourth one is, remember that you are speaking to individuals. So actually here I want to discuss that audience stands for the different terms. A stands for analysis, U stands for understanding, D for demographics, I for interest, E for environment, N for needs, C for customization, E for expectation. This is one of the convenient way to know the different categories which are important in analyzing the audience. When you are in any setup of business writing, you must know your audience. You must explore these categories of your audience. So here I am going to explain what actually these terms means. A for audience or A for analysis. So you are going to analyze, you are going to evaluate on which factors. Who are they? Actually, who are they? They means your audience, your reader. You are business writer, you are technical writer, and you are writing for some specific group. And what are the factors which are involved in your audience? Who are they? How many will be there? So size of your audience. Second one is understanding. What is their knowledge of the subject? Understanding means how much they learn, how much they already know. Third, demographics. What is their age, sex, either they are male or female, educational background. What is their education? Either they all are educated person, they are engineers, teachers, lawyers, or they are from the students, they are still in the process of learning. You must know their demographics, or you may say that their profiles. Interest. Why are they here there? Who asked them to be there? So what are their interests? Why they are here? What they want to learn? Environment. Here means situation, the location. Where will I stand? Can they all see and hear me? Environment. What should I do? What's my responsibility is included in your environment. You must know what kind of procedure you want to convey. Before that, what type of people are there and what you are going to convey them. Then is needs. What are their needs? What are your needs as a speaker? So here we are focusing on 2 dimensions, that what are their needs, what's your audience needs, what they require from you, and what are your needs as a speaker, and what are your responsibility. Needs of the speaker here means your audience, what is your response, what is your responsibility. Customized, what specific needs do you need to address? So customized here means specific needs. You are focusing on specific needs. Then is expectation. What do they expect from you? Why they are here? What they want to learn from you? What is audience analysis? Audience analysis is a technical tool for those who are teachers, who are business writers, who are involved in some kind of writing. Audience analysis is the process of learning. So it's a process of learning in which what you learn who your audience is. You must know. You must be aware of the fact that who is your audience, what they are thinking. You must be very vigilant and intellectual. Very intelligently you must explore what the other person is thinking, what the group of individuals in your audience are thinking, उनके माइंड में क्या है. ठीक है, दिस इज़ वेरी वेरी टेक्निकल थिंग. ये आपने एक्सप्लोर करना है. आप when you say that you know your audience, know your audience means you know each and everything about them, what's going on their mind, what actually they learn, और what are their previous knowledge, उनका background knowledge क्या है, वो कितना सीख चुके हैं और कितना जानते हैं, and what they are trying to explore, what they really want from you. ठीक है, ऐसे ना हो कि आप वो चीज़ें बता रहे हो जो ऑलरेडी उन्हें पता हो, आपने उन्हें वो चीज़ लेके देखनी है जो उनके पास नहीं है, जो वो जानना चाहते हैं, और so that's why they are here to communicate with you. How you can best reach them? Thoughtful audience analysis is one of the best habits you can develop as a speaker. This is one of the important topic, that is or subheading 3 ways to analyze audience. Whenever we go through audience analysis or evaluating our audience, we are going to give them a 3-way dimension process. First one is demographic analysis, second one is psychological analysis, and third one is contextual analysis. Demographic analysis: who is in your audience, what are the individuals and group characteristics. In demographic analysis, you are going to ask from you these questions: who is your audience and what are their individual characteristics. Then second, psychological analysis. As I told you earlier that it's very technical and complicated thing. You must ask from yourself, what does your audience know? आपकी ऑडियंस क्या जानती है, what do they believe, उनके beliefs क्या हैं, उनके नज़रियात क्या हैं, what do they think about your topic, एंड जो टॉपिक आप बताने जा रहे हैं उसके बारे में एक्चुअली उनकी पहले से क्या राय है, वो उसके बारे में क्या नज़रिया रखते हैं, अगर उनके माइंड में क्या चल रहा है जो आप बताना चाह रहे हैं, उससे पहले अपने स्पीकिंग एक्टिविटी से पहले, अपनी राइटिंग स्किल से पहले, यू मस्ट एक्सप्लोर व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन इन देयर माइंड. कॉन्टेक्चुअल एनालिसिस: व्हेन एंड वेयर आर यू प्रेजेंटिंग. It's very important that you must know the context. You must aware of the situation, in which situation you are saying what. Why is this audience listening to you? So one by one we are explaining these 3 ways of audience analysis. First one is demographic audience analysis. The aim of demographic audience analysis is to discover who you are speaking to. Depending on your topic and message, some of the following questions will be relevant and some will not. How old are they? A talk about investment options would be very different if you are speaking with teenagers versus a group nearing retirement. If you are holding a presentation on investment, it would be very different from teenagers as well as the retired person. So you must organize your writing according to your audience. Men, women, mixed. If a talk about nutrition, fitness or fashion may depend on the gender of your audience. What is their profession? ठीक है, वो करते क्या है. Imagine talking about a scientific discovery with an audience of engineers versus accountant. So it makes the difference. What is their religion and what is their educational level. So you are speaking to high school students or you are talking to lawyers. What is their personality type? They are introverts and extroverts, so you have to prepare yourself to prepare your writing according to the personality trait of your students or the audiences. Are they your peers, co-workers, classmates, आपके हम उम्र हैं? Are they your superiors or subordinate? Either could be good or bad. So it's matter a lot कि वो आपके superiors हैं, आपके जो हैं CEOs हैं, या आपके बड़े हैं, या फिर आपके subordinate हैं. Is the audience homogeneous and heterogeneous? These are very important terms in audience analysis. That is homogeneous, एक जैसे होना. Homo means same and genius means same genes, या homo same group के होना. और heterogeneous. So audience कभी भी homogeneous नहीं हो सकती. For example, if you are sitting in the environment and talking or presenting to engineers, they have their different mindset. No doubt they have their same ages, they have same careers, they have same education, but they are quite different from each other. So as I already told you about the last point in the very start, I told you about, remember that you are dealing with not with the growth but with the individuals. आपकी ऑडियंस में हर इंडिविजुअल की अपनी आइडेंटिटी है और वो अपने माइंडसेट के साथ बैठा हुआ है. आप ये नहीं कह सकते कि मेरी ऑडियंस होमोजीनियस है क्योंकि सारे के सारे इंजीनियर्स हैं या सारे के सारे पढ़ा लिखा तबका है. नो, दे आर क्वाइट डिफरेंट. इट वुड बी different from each other, person to person. Either they are from same profession but still they are different. For example, you can be far more technical if you are talking to a room full of engineers. Just be careful not to assume your audience members are identical. They are not. What is the size of the audience? If your audience is small, you have to go with small factors of individuals, but in addition larger audience will tend to be more heterogeneous. जितनी बड़ी आपकी ऑडियंस होगी उसमें फैक्टर जितने ज़्यादा बढ़ते जाएंगे वो उतने ही एक दूसरे से डिफर करते जाएंगे, एंड सो यू कैन ड्रॉ फ्यूअर कंक्लूजन्स अबाउट दैम एंड इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू ड्रॉ conclusions for them. Coming toward the psychological audience analysis, the aim of psychological audience analysis is to discover what your audience may be thinking before and during your presentation. So what's going on in their mind? Psychological analysis cover both the knowledge or lack of knowledge and the belief of your audience. Audience knowledge. What do they know about your topic? What don't they know? They are critical questions to determine the level at which you target your presentation. What do they want to know? What do they need to know? It is critical that you satisfy their expectation, otherwise your presentation will be seen as a failure for them. What specialized terminology are they familiar with? So you are using technical terms. Are they familiar with it or not? And how much they are familiar with it? So is there a need to explain it or not? What concepts, processes or tools? So here we are talking about three things. The concepts, the processes and tools are they familiar with? Like terminology, you can draw upon these concepts, processes and tools as you build your presentation. Consider them building blocks that are already in place before you begin. Audience beliefs. उनके नज़रियात क्या हैं, ऑलरेडी वो किस बिलीफ और किस माइंडसेट के साथ बैठे हुए हैं. आर दे न्यूट्रल और आर दे प्रेडिस्पोज टू एग्री विद और अपोज योर मैसेज. ऑडियंस ऑफ 3 different types require 3 totally different presentations. What are the most important values to audience? What problem do they have? If your presentation aims to offer them a solution, it surely helps if they agree with you. And third, that is the last aspect of audience analysis, that is contextual audience analysis. And what's its aim? The aim of contextual audience analysis is to discover how the speaking event itself may influence your audience state of mind. In some way, this analysis takes who they are, demographics and what they believe, psychological, and pins it to a certain time and place where you will be speaking. Consider the following questions. Is their attendance voluntary or mandatory? In most cases, audience members who are attending voluntarily are much more open-minded, more enthusiastic, and more motivational to hear what you have to say. On the other hand, mandatory attendance requires extra effort on your part to motivate. What are people wearing? Not only will this dictate you may want to address, but it may also guide you in the level of formality you should maintain. What time of day are you speaking? Before, during, after a meal, early, late in the day. Timing will influence your audience states of mind. Remember that you are speaking to individuals. In rare circumstances, you are able to meet privately with each audience member before your presentation and learn about them and their expectations. However, this is rarely practical, so you are usually required to infer a great deal from your audience analysis instead. So main thing यही है कि आप you must know that you are speaking to individuals. They have different traits, they have different characteristics, and you have to learn them either to meet them personally in a private meeting, or you have to discuss matter before the writing, before business writing or before technical writing. However, you don't talk to amorphous blobs known as audiences, you talk to individual people. So it's better to talk to individual or the representative persons, and no two people in your audience are identical. While the individuals in your audience may be similar in many ways, there will always be a range of characteristics, a range of knowledge level. So in the end, I just want to conclude my lecture on the fact that it's very, very important to explore your audience, and you must know how to tackle them. आपको पता होना चाहिए कि आपकी ऑडियंस क्या है, और फिर आपने अप्लाई करना है जब भी कोई किसी भी किस्म की आप बिजनेस राइटिंग करें या टेक्निकल राइटिंग करें, तो आपने 3 एस्पेक्ट्स, दैट इज कॉन्टेक्चुअल ऑडियंस एनालिसिस, देन साइकोलॉजिकल ऑडियंस एनालिसिस एंड देन डेमोग्राफिक ऑडियंस एनालिसिस, इन चीज़ों का आपने ख्याल रखना है. होप यू विल एंजॉय माई लेक्चर. अल्लाह हाफिज़.